is where the church is. It wasn't Orthodox Church. It wasn't Protestant. It wasn't Christian. It
That is
wasn't
not the
Mormon.
case, and it's not biblically supported.
It's pretty much what the Peter and the Rock, and there's many interpretations of this, right? And this is the thing.
But I'll just, but again, I'll just grant all of it. I'll grant all of it, and still your position is untenable. And here's why: even if you give the descriptor of most Christians support Zionism, I won't even argue with that. I'll just grant it for the sake of granting it. It still doesn't give us a justification for why they should. You just say they should support Jewish people because of the Old Covenant. But you're not making a case for why it is that modern Jewish people deserve the land and have a right to the land of Israel, even if there's only one, even if there's only one practicing Jew there.
I think you understood that I was trolling you in that. But either way, if
you trolled yourself, man.
If you're trying to lock me down on a number and you keep on moving the needle, I'm just going to say, fine, 1.
Damn, dude.
Please take me literally.
But do you understand that all I was doing is testing your logic to see if it was consistent?
I know you're using debate tactics that you.
That's not a tactic. Like I can do great debate tactics. This was just purely taking your logic and taking it to its logical conclusion.
I understand. What I just said, I could repeat it one more time, but I don't think I need to. Right? The vast majority of Christians believe what I believe because of reason. It's not just we're not just making it up. It's not just out of thin air. We're not all illogical. We're not all dumber than you. We're not all wrong. There's at a certain point you have to.
Well, there is no you all.
But you have to acknowledge that there is a huge portion of Christians that support Jews and the right to exist in their homeland, and there is a reason for it. I just tried to explain the reason to you. Saying I'm wrong. We can agree to disagree on that, but these people exist. People like me exist. All right, and we are a huge part of your faith. So.
Yeah, but people like you should create justifications that make sense. No, you didn't. You made a bunch of assertions that you say, based on this biblical passage, that means that modern Christians need to support the modern state of Israel based on this one passage. And then when we go through, and then when we go through the continuity of it, we get to absurd conclusions, like the one drop rule. You have to actually.
The next there's a lot been going on for sure. One of the funniest things that happened today was that Governor Trudeau was crying today because of Donald Trump.
You're getting like
Governor Trudeau
144.
You can't make this shit up. I cannot believe how soy this dude is. Like, it's unbelievable how soy he is. But before we play that, we have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Who could the special guest be? None other than Drunk 3PO.
I don't want to mess up your stream, brother. You're doing a great job, but I gotta tell you, when you share stuff, it's showing up blank.
Really?
And we had this problem on Geeks and Gamers Daily.
Are you actually gonna fix your fucking mic?
So you might have to like, right now I see Justin on your live stream, but you were showing pictures and it was just a blank screen.
Can you see this now?
Hold on. I can see it on.
Chat, can you see this?
I'm not seeing it. I see it now. Yeah.
Okay.
See it. We see it.
That's what what I was showing when I said you got to be kidding. She's not hot. So it didn't show. Thank you, Jay. I saw it. But so you guys we were having this problem last Cobra Cast too. So StreamYard, the more advanced things get, the worse things perform. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, $80 a month. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, StreamYard. Appreciate that.
But yeah, I didn't want to, this is an important show. People need to see. So I don't know how you move forward. I did have a little trick me and Ryan discovered on Daily, and then I'm going to leave. But that if you share something, we played a video from the media assets. We just played a quick Trump video, and then it magically appeared.
Okay.
After the video, so you have to do that. I don't know, but Just
Okay.
wanted you to know. That's all,
Appreciate
brother.
it, man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, we're here.
All right.
Win.
Have a good one, bro.
Send
Later,
money.
man.
He's broke. He's got a messed up StreamYard. Help.
Later, man. All right, so we're going to switch from one really hot female to a pathetically ugly female in Justin Trudeau. So here you go right here. Do you guys see this? Confirm that you see this. Okay, confirm. But yeah, StreamYards has been screwing up for a lot of people, unfortunately. So sadly, do you see this? All right, you do? Okay, here we go right here.
On a personal level, I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have people's backs. And that's why I'm here to tell you all, we got you. Even in the very last days of this government, we will not let Canadians down today and long into the future.
Like, how pathetic is this? Seriously. Like, does anybody take this guy seriously at this point in
Wait,
time?
what the fuck?
This is ridiculous. And it's, I don't even know, like, as
Your
a
copper rank
Canadian,
3?
like, is this, how embarrassing is this for you? I mean, but this guy's been the leader of Canada for,
It put you at
I don't even
copper
know
rank
how
3 for the
long.
new season?
I mean, for me personally, I mean, I can relate to the fact that we had Joe Biden, who was an illegitimate president for us for 4 years. And obviously that was a very embarrassing time for us, but this is pathetic right here. I can't believe how pathetic this is. The man is legitimately crying over Orange Man bad.
Hmm. Yeah, start using it. Have some fun. No, but that's funny, dude. It's fun.
I mean, look at him. Look at his eyes. Look at this. This is
So,
unbelievable.
like, if you get the champion, what happens then?
How long has he been the prime minister? Somebody said 10 years. Is that true?
But what, like, can that lead to like you getting into like an
what up,
esports
Laughing
team or
Man?
some
9
shit?
years. That is crazy. Yeah, he has completely destroyed the reputation of Canada. I mean, I always thought highly of Canada, and I know a lot of Canadian people who are totally awesome. But when you have leadership like this that's been there
Need to
that
locate a
long,
bomb.
yeah, it's bound to take a toll, and that's exactly what has happened, unfortunately. Now,
Well,
I
gotta take some
didn't
Adderall,
see
dude.
this, so
Get the
I
fucking
did
champion.
bookmark this earlier. And apparently, speaking on the whole Canadian side of things, Patrick
Gotta-
Bet-David
gotta
apparently
practice your
went
reaction
off
time,
on this
dog.
Pierre
Do whatever training you have to do.
Ten seconds before insertion.
Well,
5 seconds.
how are you gonna fix that?
Proceed to bomb the location and defuse it.
Yeah, but I fucking suck, dude. Like, there's no point in playing with me.
Drone activated.
Reloading!
It's me!
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Your last operator standing. Op 4
Whatever his last
neutralized.
name is,
Mission
for not
successful.
accepting his invite to do a podcast. Do you guys see this on the screen? Can you confirm, just before I play the video, can you confirm that you actually see this? I haven't heard anything about this. I did see that the Pierre guy the other day made a fool of himself by trying to go after Trump. And but I have not heard this, but a lot of people have been talking about this from Patrick Bet.
Yep.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
David, so let's hear this.
Here's what's funny. Think about who, as a world
10
leader, has a
seconds to
shittier
insertion.
resume than him and a worse approval rating. The fact that
5
people are
seconds
done
to go.
with him. And even with that,
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Activating drone.
Activating shock drone.
Magnum!
Activating shock drone.
Mindset.
One Op 4 remaining. The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Pierre Poilievre couldn't do it. That's the sad part. Because every time we invited Pierre, arrogant, pompous team, the only podcast he ever did is Jordan Peterson. So let me get this straight. You saw Milei win because he went everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Bukele win, he went everywhere. You saw Trump win because he went everywhere. You saw Bobby win because he went everywhere. You saw Vivek become a superstar because he went everywhere. And you don't, you deserve losing. And you didn't win. And I said that to Canadians who love him. The candidate you adore and admire and love doesn't want to work. God forbid he has to cross the border and go talk to other borders to bring attention. God forbid, too much travel time. He's got to eat his apple. He's got to eat his apple because he's got to get his apple.
Hey, I got to give him credit, though. That whole Apple scene was pretty freaking great. And I think that built up an image for this Pierre guy that and again, I bought into it too in terms of like, I don't know who this guy is, but that clip of him eating the apple and destroying that reporter was so fucking cool. And it wasn't, set up. It was natural from everything that I understand. It was super cool. But his comments about Trump that he made just a few days ago, and the fact that Pierre is basically making negative comments about Trump when Trudeau is your leader tells you everything you need to know. And maybe he's playing the game because he's trying to get elected. I will concede that point that maybe he's just playing the game that he needs to play in order to get elected. But still, man, it didn't land too well with me.
In a system. Go to New York, do a damn podcast. I started
You
doing.
must locate and defuse a bomb.
Go to Joe Rogan's podcast.
You have located a bomb.
Go to.
Activating drone.
Watch for the blast!
Reloading.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Changing mags.
The diffuser is now secured. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
To some other podcast and talk to Lex. Go talk to whatever these other podcasts are. Go talk to Andrew Schultz down the street from you in New York. And you lost to Justin. You couldn't beat him. That's embarrassing. So that's the part also, Vinny, where the opposition is so arrogant and confident that they're going to win that they lose. How many clips did we see of Pierre going viral?
A bunch. Oh,
Rob, just go type in his name and,
Yeah,
and type in, go on YouTube, Rob, and type in his name if you could. Just type in YouTube, Pierre Poilievre. It's very easy to spell. Pierre, Pierre. There. Just go to that one. And then go to filters and go to views. Okay? Go to filters and go to views. Just play, what is that one? Response to questions about Canadian sovereignty.
Yeah.
Maybe go to one that has to do with Trudeau. Right there. Play the second one. Watch this. Watch this.
This is the debate.
Oh, that was a good clip. I remember that clip.
Wacko Prime Minister.
Go back a little bit, Rob.
An end to this wacko policy by this wacko Prime Minister.
Secure the bomb.
No. I'm going to ask the honorable leader of the opposition to withdraw.
that term, which is not considered parliamentary.
Mr. Speaker, I replace wacko with extremist. He is an
The honourable member to please, I'm going to ask the Leader of the Opposition once again to just withdraw that comment, please.
I'll replace it with radical policy.
I am not asking to replace. I'm asking the honourable member to just simply withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, I replace the word wacko with extremist.
I'm going to ask the honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Cole, I see you there. 'Cause I know you worked for Pierre. So you're saying, you said it's not what it seems. Feel free to, if you want to shoot me a DM, you know, to give me more information, because I know we talked about that a little bit in Orlando.
You get the idea. But go back and let's go to another one, to see how talented this guy is. Go to this next one. Where's their taxpayer funded? They play this one.
I'd like to welcome the Prime Minister back from his
A bomb has been located by Op 4.
Oh, fuck. Yep, that's just how it goes. Well, what else were you expecting, dude? Like, fuck off.
15 seconds. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. The time limit has been
$80,000 vacation, which he got for free. He said, like most Canadians, friends welcomed him for that vacation. He took two, not one, but two private jets paid for by the taxpayer, burning 100 tons of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.
What the fuck is that?
So now
dude?
go all the way to the top. All the way to the top.
The one thing about, he says that he lost to Trudeau, but like, now again, I am completely an idiot when it comes to, well, I'm an idiot in general. So let's just establish that. I'm an idiot in general. An IDOT, I'm sorry, I'm an IDOT in general. But when it comes to Canadian politics, I don't know anything about how that process works, but he says he lost to Trudeau, but have they had their election? I didn't think they had their election yet. Somebody in the chat says we haven't had an election yet. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Amazing.
So is that true? So him saying he lost is kind of weird. I don't know what he's talking about. Nope, not yet. October. There you go. Okay.
If you could, and just type in podcast next to him, and do me a favor, eliminate his first name, just put Paul Olivier Podcast, and go to filters and go to views, and let's see what podcast he's done.
What?
Okay.
Bret Hart
Win.
for Prime
Jordan
Minister,
Peterson
I
for months
agree.
for $5 million. He needs to do that once every other month. Okay. Keep going lower, specific to podcasts.
Okay, I don't want to watch you going through fucking YouTube here. So the point being, Patrick Bet David called him out for not coming onto his show. There's a couple ways to look at that. I mean, on one hand, Patrick Bet David's worried about one person and one person only. He's worried about Patrick Bet David, because if Pierre would have declined to go on, I don't know, some other random podcast, do you think PBD would be that outraged about it? He's mad because he declined his podcast, so we need to get that out of the way right there. But I do think he makes his bigger point, I think, is very valid for sure, about, you know, him needing to get out there more. I absolutely agree with him from that perspective. But I guess we'll see. But I don't know enough about the Canadian side of things. All I know is that Trudeau has been a disaster. And he has really, I mean, he's hurting Canada probably worse than Biden hurt the USA at this point. And that says a lot. But I think that was because we knew that Biden would be out as long as Donald Trump was able to run against him. We knew. Now, if Biden or Harris, for some reason, would have stayed in power, notice I used the word stay in power and not won, because there's no honest way that they would have actually beaten Trump. So if they would have stayed in power, then yeah, they probably would have been far more detrimental, for sure. PBD is woke. I don't know if he's woke. I don't know if I would trust the guy. I tell you one guy that I would like to hang out with, though. This guy right here.
We need to locate a bomb.
My thinking on Musk is a rock star. The tofu crowd is mad, but you know, when you trim fat, pigs squeal. That's just the way the world works. That's the law of nature.
The tofu crowd. Let's go. One more time.
My thinking on Musk is a rock star. The tofu crowd is mad, but you know, when you trim fat, pigs squeal. That's just the way the world works. That's the law of nature.
Oh,
5 seconds to
I fucking
insertion.
love it, man. Kennedy is great. That was.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Activating drone.
You have dropped the diffuser. The diffuser has been secured.
Serious drywall work coming up.
Recover the diffuser.
Damn, dog.
Reloading.
And I like how Elon just says thanks with some American flag emojis. Thanks. Oh, that's so good. Now, Donald Trump was taking some questions today as he signed executive orders. We're going to take a look at some of that here in just a moment. Let me catch a few of these super chats. Bird Up says, in Soviet Russia, Jay agrees with you. Slick Rick says, the whole train conductor himself, the Godfather, got censured today. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the equivalent of Hassan Piker getting banned on Twitch for a day. It means nothing. Force Geek says, talk Amy Coney Barrett expression. That was crazy. I saw that. I mean, I don't really put a lot of stock into that one moment of her expression, but I think that she is a huge problem and she was a mistake. Trump made a mistake by putting her on the Supreme Court. But she is a problem. That one thing right there, like, you can zoom in on people's faces and all that. She
need
is
to locate a
not a
bomb.
good choice, though. She has stabbed Trump in the back multiple times now. I'm not a fan at all. Vault 95 says, Happy New Year, Jeremy. CobraCast 8 days a week. LFG. War Brewer says, nice blank screen. Only the highest quality imaginable here at CobraCast. River Miles says, Jay is abreast of the situation. Thank you, Jay. Look at that. See there? No white 3PO with $1. Didn't Trudeau resign? He's still playing leader. He resigned from, if I'm understanding this correctly, he didn't resign from power. He resigned from re-election in later this year, if I'm understanding that correctly. Chat can correct me on that. Pat,
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Activating shock drone.
Deploying drone.
Shock drone.
User is no longer in your possession.
Fowler says, elbows up for world peace. Let's freaking go. Thank you. Chris Tony says, someone on my friends list just posted a picture that read 8647. Someone asked what it meant, and they replied 86 means get rid of, and 47 means
One
President
friendly
Trump.
operator
What a
remaining.
miserable bunch of people. Yeah, 86 is a term to, get it out.
All friendlies
So,
have been eliminated.
I'd be interesting if you keep seeing that stuff go around. Resigned to avoid a vote of no confidence. So yeah, I mean, he's just a politician. That's what he is. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, you fig, we can't see. Wolfblade says, when are you going to play Fortnite? Sub-Zero is fun.
Damn, dude.
I mean, I
0 to
played it
2.
like offline a bit when I'm trying to follow up and like catch up on shows and stuff like that. And I put those in the background when I'm playing, but hopefully I'll be able to stream here soon. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. It's been a while, isn't it? It has been a while. Let's see. Taker says, did Trudeau unresign? No Wipe 3PO with $1. Savage Cashew says, can't see it. Keep playing it, though. Taker says, Trudeau will always defend the BLTQ community. Slick Rick says, put Canadians first unless they are truckers refusing the jab, and then he sicks the government on them. That's what he does. Let's play this right here. President Trump. Confirm that you guys can see this before we continue. Because StreamYards is being StreamYards. So let me know if you guys can see it, and then we will listen to our great President Trump.
Your drone has found a bomb.
All right, here we go.
Japan, we have a great relationship with Japan, but we have an interesting deal with Japan that we have to protect them, but they don't have to protect us. You know that? That's the way the...
Fix your mic and I'll ask your question. I'll answer your question.
5 seconds to insertion. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
No. Wait, say the name again.
Claymore ready.
You have dropped the defuse.
Stay clear of the blast!
diffuser has been recovered. Seconds remaining. Down to one friendly. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. One op 4 remaining. You've run out of time.
The deal is, we have to protect Japan. And by the way, they make a fortune with us economically. There's another case, but we have to protect Japan. But under no circumstances do they have to protect us. I actually asked, who makes these deals? Yeah, Peter?
Well, so why stay in NATO at all?
I view NATO as potentially good, but you gotta get some good thinking in NATO. It's very unfair what's been happening. Until I came along, we were paying close to 100% of NATO. So think of it. We're paying 100% of their military, and they're screwing us on trade.
And when Zelensky inevitably comes back to the White House, what do you expect from him? And do you think you'll see him in the next time?
Well, I think what's going to happen is Ukraine wants to make a deal because I don't think they have a choice. I also think that Russia wants to make a deal because
Op 4 has located a bomb. Ready for assault.
Yo, team kill right now, dog.
5 seconds to insertion.
Starting 0 to 3, dog.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Reinforce the wall!
Dang, my truck cover! Reinforcing wall!
Loading new mag.
Just time to.
Friendly, last operator standing. All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
because in a certain different way that only I know. Only I know. They have no choice either.
Are you still thinking of going to Saudi Arabia and meeting with Putin
It's interesting you said that about Russia in a different way. Only I know.
about this?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm going to Saudi Arabia.
Mr. President,
They've been very, you know, I've made a deal with Saudi
Duh.
Arabia where, because normally you'd go to UK first. And last time I went to Saudi Arabia, they put up $450 billion. You know that, right? You were there. We had American companies that took in $450 billion. I said, well, this time they've gotten richer. We've all gotten older. So I said, I'll go if you pay $1 trillion, $1 trillion to American companies, meaning the purchase over a 4-year period of $1 trillion. And they've agreed to do that. So I'm going to be going there, and I have a great relationship with them. And they've been very nice, but they're going to be spending a lot of money to American companies for buying military equipment and a lot of other things.
Is that a trip in the near future?
Probably over the next month and a half.
Mr. President, you told us a couple weeks ago that you were looking to speak with President Xi of China. That hasn't happened. How come? What are you
Well, I
waiting
have
for?
spoken to him.
Since that last one?
I don't want to say that, but I have spoken to him. Yeah, please.
Yeah, Mr. President.
I have a great relationship with President Xi.
But you've spoken to him.
It was hurt because of COVID.
Thank you, Mr.
That's why I don't call it the China virus anymore. I said, please don't call it the China virus.
But to be clear, you've spoken to him since January 17th?
I don't want to say that, but I have spoken to him.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
I
President.
speak to him a lot.
Regarding this executive order you signed revoking security clearances at Perkins Coie, do you think there should be more steps like this to be taken against other people involved in the Russia collusion?
I do, but that's going to be up ultimately to the Attorney General and various other people.
Absolutely. Just as a follow-up, the other night, we saw Democrats' behavior during your joint address to Congress.
Yeah.
Do you think it shows just how out of touch they are with the American people? Especially given that 79%, according to a CBS poll, approved of your.
I love this guy. Who are you with?
My name is Nick Gilbertson with Breitbart News.
I really liked your questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sir. Regarding the
The answer is just, Nick, just to, and I know your name very well. Good job, you do.
Thank
Yeah, the answer is I thought it was very embarrassing for the Democrats what
Let's see. You can support Trump and not glaze him blindly. Criticism is a thing. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's all I have to say to you. Shut the fuck up. If you think Trump supporters blindly glaze Trump, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So just shut the fuck up. Go watch somebody else, okay? Nobody wants to hear your stupid bullshit. Oh, you need to criticize Trump so I can feel better. Shut the fuck up, all right? Go fuck yourself because nobody else will.
happened the other night. And it's not said for any other reason other than it's obvious, it's fact. Even CNN fake news said that. They came out and they said it. And worse than CNN is MSDNC, which is the worst. And the good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you what she said the other day about that young man is.
Oh no, I just the reason I said it is because I don't care about your.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. The diffuser is no longer in your possession. One friendly operator remaining.
Feelings. I just don't. You are retarded if you think that Trump supporters blindly follow Trump. The whole thing about Trump is that we boo him. I literally just said Commie Barrett is a terrible pick. That's a terrible pick that Trump made. All right? Pam Bondi seems to be a bad pick. The Trump administration last week made a terrible decision with the Epstein files, and that's still the big dark cloud hanging over them. And I don't need to justify anything to somebody that clearly doesn't pay attention to what I do. Also, Trump supporters, the reason that MAGA is so powerful and so influential and so important is because MAGA doesn't blindly follow Trump. Happens to be that MAGA and Trump, we all see eye to eye on 90 to 95% of issues. That's why it's such a great relationship. But anytime that Trump supporters boo Trump or call out Trump, do you know what these clowns do? Oh, Trump supporters are turning on Trump. Because I want to say gamer words right now, because you losers don't actually pay attention to anything. You just spin and twist things to whatever you need to spin them to. You are retarded, and you need to be treated as such. You should never be taken seriously. That's why you should always just tell them to go fuck themselves.
It's disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches.
This is good right here.
And that's not said for any other reason other than it's obvious. It's fact. Even CNN fake news said that. They came out and they said
to locate a bomb.
And worse than CNN is MSDNC, which is the worst.
Are you winning,
and,
dog?
The good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign.
Yes!
And
Get her
Rachel
out.
Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know.
Get her out.
It's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear. But certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Nice.
Claymore primed. Drone's ready. I'm reloading. Blast area.
Clash on these stairs.
Reloading.
Four last operators.
forced to resign. About that
Op
young
4
person
eliminated.
who is suffering greatly. Thank you.
Will you extend, if the TikTok deal is not made on the timeline you gave, will you extend that?
Probably, yeah.
Let me get a couple super chats really quick. Let's see. JMNZZ450 says, I put my shades on indoors at night just so I can blindly support Trump. Let's freaking go. Hail the 199. Blind support, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it's just a nonsensical thing. I mean, when you hear people ask questions like that or make comments like that, like, you already know that they're retarded. Like I said, I had a conversation with somebody a couple of months ago, another YouTuber offline, and we were talking, and he was just like, oh, well, so what is your day like in terms of, like, do you see that Trump is a flawed man? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it is so retarded. When you ask me that question, it shows me that you live in social media and you don't have a grasp of reality. You just don't. It shows that your mind has been so programmed by social media and the mainstream media that you don't realize reality. And so I just immediately dismiss anybody that says that shit. Because the whole reason that people like Trump and relate to Trump is because he is flawed and he owns his flaws. He's not trying to pretend to be some...
5 seconds to insertion. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Right here, right on 2-pin. There's 2 of them upstairs.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Blast area!
GoPost is upstairs. You guys have a 3v1 on site. She was up here. I don't know if she still is or not, Ash. That's very good shit.
The diffuser is now secured.
He's not a polished individual. And in all reality, remember all the reports when they were like, Donald Trump slept with porn stars, and I was like, yeah, I'd be disappointed if I found out he didn't. Donald Trump sleeps with supermodels. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Like, he doesn't. Donald Trump has never presented himself as some upstanding figure of virtue. He's a dude who has a lot of money and he likes hot chicks. It's called being a dude. Not a big deal. Love Dog says, your thoughts on Pam Bondi. Shouldn't she have filed charges on anyone by now? Don't want a repeat of Trump's first term when we had all 3 houses and no AG with balls. Yeah, at this point, Pam Bondi has been a pretty big disappointment. And to Trump's credit, you know, he did make the decision that he actually wanted, you know, someone else for the job. and the Rhinos weren't going to allow that with Matt Gaetz. So Pam Bondi was the second choice. And right now, I have not been impressed with her at all. And the thing with Trump and his picks is that they all have a short leash because of the first term. We saw so many bad decisions from Trump on the personnel level, which, to be fair, is pretty understandable. Somebody that's very new to actual politics and being in political office. But regardless if he was new to it or not, it doesn't really matter. He made bad choices. And so now he's made a lot of really good choices on personnel the second time around. But whenever we see someone that's not doing a good job or there's a lot of problems, they have a very short leash with MAGA. And that's how it should be. We have high standards for the people that we want representing the Trump administration. And right now, Pam Bondi seems to be a very unpopular person within MAGA, rightfully so. Thrash Feist says, let's see, I live on the Ontario border on the California side. It is all fuck Trudeau signs. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Loading your magazine. Sensor on. Let's see what I can find.
She left it.
في حال وقوع أحداث غير متوقعة تم إغلاق الحدود الآن.
Diffuser in office.
Bomb diffuser in place. One friendly operator remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Tinhead says, you need to show everyone the side-by-side photo of Fidel Castro and Trudeau. Holy shit. Man. Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of knows that one at this point. Mikey for 5 says, I mean, this makes Jordan Peterson look more masculine, and that's not saying much. Commodore fan says, too many having issues. Have you tried OBS Studio? I might, if we keep having issues with StreamYards, I will just move over to OBS. I have used OBS before. I use OBS for my gaming streams. I never have a problem when I use OBS. I only have a problem when I use StreamYards. I have a lot of problems when I use StreamYards. And that's kind of been a consistent forever. But I think StreamYards got bought out by someone.
Secure the bombs. bomb location has been compromised. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Barricade set!
One friendly remaining.
What's this coming? Hit my fucking cock can.
Probably going for a plant.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
One, and they've had some issues since then too. JB's spooky review says any American ladies want to help a Canadian get a green card. Hey, shoot your shot, brother. Shoot your shot. There you go. 1992 Space Movie says I wish Trudeau took a page out of my dad's book and stopped showing up in my life. Jeremy is like my dad too because they both don't read my messages. Holy shit. Lucifer says IDOT and child of incest, Mr. Prime or Mr. Jeremy Prime.
Bro, I just hear a lot of bitch.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
You either get a man up, grab your nutsack, and go in there and fucking kill the other team. Or be a bitch for the rest of your life, dog. It's that simple, dog.
Plan your defenses accordingly.
Reinforce the wall!
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left.
Swapping mags!
Op 4 has located a bomb.
One's in server, back.
Just you and me now.
Op 4 is still standing. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated. Secure the bombs. Op 4 has located a bomb. Counter defenses accordingly. Insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Cover me, reloading. The bomb diffuser has been successfully deployed. One friendly remaining. Failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Donkey Kong says, I feel like Pierre is just the least smelly turd in the toilet. He is still the best candidate, though. Canada is a mess. Act Natural says, Pierre can be the man chosen to negotiate how Canada will be surrendered as the 51st state. I like your thinking. We'll see if that happens. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, bring back Jay on daily. Ryan corrupted him. Yeah, it's over. We've lost Jay. Dark Red Knight says, Pierre's going at Trump because he needs Toronto's votes to win the election. I will concede that some of that could be one of the deals behind it. I will concede that. Lucifer says, Jeremy, you'd glaze a cake with Trump. Davis Mars says, Jeremy, I bleed red, white, and blue. Hell to 199. Let's go. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with a get the membership. Force Geek says, you agree SCOTUS should be required to speak to press? I mean, that's you got to think about it from different perspectives. I'm not sure. I would have to do some more thinking on that, because there's a couple of, like, historically, like, that would have probably been really bad for more conservative justices. So I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Right here, Sophia. Pushing into our security.
Must recover the diffuser.
Swapping mates.
You fucking losing some more, dude? Fucking hell. Why do you suck at this game? No, but I'm asking, why do you suck at this game?
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Like, holy fuck. $1 billion fucking dollars.
A lot of ramifications to it, that, so I'm not sure. 8 o'clock says, I'd criticize Trump too, but then we both be wrong and gay. Vader Mike says, here's $5 for that problematic commie in the comments. Hail the 199 MAGA. God bless America. Let's go.
Protect the bomb.
Force Geek says, MAGA booed Trump over vaccine means that we have balls. Yes. But again, anytime Trump gets booed by MAGA, these losers will just say MAGA's turning on him. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. It's not how that works. So, let's see. Modalicious says, Canada on strike was literally an episode of South Park. Better give them some of that internet money or they'll starve. Mr. Walker, is it Dan Noob says, can the ladies in the snake pit see some eye candy? How about a shirtless Pete headset? For $5? For $5?
Down to 5 seconds.
Come on. Like, I show Sydney Sweeney for a proper $199.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Well secured!
Camera feed up and running.
Loading ammo. Getting needle.
I'll pull them outside this door here. I'm trying to see form when they plant though.
Reloading, cover me! Setting needles! Reloading!
The end?
Loading new magazine! All set to scan the meridian.
Seconds left. 10 seconds left. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
I can't show that for $5. Sydney Sweeney gets a proper $199.
Stinky stink.
Damn it. Now you're putting me in an awkward spot because we have like a almost 20% female audience here for some reason. Davis
Yeah,
Martin
I don't
says,
blame
Jeremy,
you.
I was a regular left, and
you suck at a game,
to
I
see
mean.
the left not respect that kid survived brain cancer is insane
Don't-
and disgusting.
don't fucking,
I'm
you
never,
know.
never going to be a Democrat again. I'm glad it showed you. I'm glad it showed you because the Democrats are completely broken at this point. Brad Mann says Canada and the UK are not our friends or allies. Pull out of NATO. Hashtag pull out of
what
NATO.
are you
Let's
gonna do,
continue
man?
this really quick with Trump.
I think, look, we have a lot of
If you have to play,
interest in
what,
TikTok.
fucking 10 games.